My mob boss husband brought his crew home for dinner. One of his guys saw all the food I'd made and laughed. A wife really is better than a side chick. I froze. Wait, what? He's got someone on the side? Nobody said a word. They all looked freaked out. Victor just laughed and put his arm around me. Don't listen to them. You're the only one I love. He was so smooth about it. I smiled back. But the second everyone left, I called my brother Alex. He's a CEO. Victor's cheating on me. Make sure he rots in jail. Alex went quiet for a few seconds. Serena, are you sure? Victor. I pulled off my wedding ring. The diamond cut into my hand. 10 years of marriage. I've personally ordered every single pair of cufflinks he owns from Italy. Tonight he wore cheap plastic ones. Get me the best lawyer you can find. Pull up every dirty thing he's ever done. And draft the divorce papers. Okay, Alex said. 30 minutes later, I got an encrypted file on my phone. The first photo showed Victor with his arm around some hot young woman. She even had the same wolf tattoo on her wrist that Victor has. I didn't waste time. I drove straight to his company. A few minutes later, this woman named Lily came rushing out. When she saw me, she went white. She tried to hide her hands, but I'd already spotted it, a custom Swiss watch. The exact same one I got for my birthday. I laughed. Your husband must have the same taste as mine. Even your watch matches. Lily started shaking. Her mouth opened and closed before she finally stammered, yeah, maybe guys all like the same stuff. Her knuckles were white from gripping her clothes. Cut the act. You're Victor's mistress, aren't you? She shook harder, completely panicked. Please, you've got it wrong. Victor got hurt once and I just helped him out. His guys misunderstood, that's all. She even bowed like 90 degrees, looking all innocent and hurt. If I hadn't seen the actual photos of her all over him, I might have bought it. 2 weeks ago, she posted a video on social media showing Victor buying a Porsche. Her caption said, where a man spends his money is where his heart is. That same day, I was home with a sky-high fever, completely out of it. I called Victor to take me to the hospital. He sounded worried for a second, then his voice got all raspy. Serena, I'll have the nanny take you. I've got something urgent. An hour later, my fever turned into pneumonia and I ended up in the ER. That same hour, she posted a photo lying across a car seat with some guy's abs in the frame, covered in red scratches. Caption, both the new car and its owner need to be marked as mine. When Victor finally showed up, his shirt was buttoned wrong. He collapsed next to my bed with red eyes. Back then, I thought he felt bad for me. Turns out it was just guilt after hooking up with her. I just felt sick. This trash was what Victor threw me away for. I didn't want to look at her fake innocent act anymore, so I left. But right as I got to my car, Victor called. He sounded panicked. Why'd you suddenly go to the company? I started the car. Just had a contract to discuss. Is there something you don't want me to know? Victor clearly didn't expect that. His breathing stopped. Then after a few seconds, his voice got soft and sweet. Serena, what are you talking about? I'm not hiding anything from you. The office was just messy. If you were coming, I would have had someone clean it up first. Besides, how could I cheat on you? Look into it all you want. That confused me. Lily hadn't told him I confronted her. I scrolled through the evidence while he made excuses. 3 gigabytes of proof every single day. Last Valentine's Day, he said he was on a business trip and couldn't call. He was actually watching the northern lights in the Arctic with Lily. When my dad was dying and I called him over 30 times, he didn't pick up once. He was celebrating Lily's birthday. I believe you. But what about that watch? Victor actually sounded relieved. His voice got closer to the phone, trying to sound intimate. I fainted at the company and Lily happened to be there. She helped me to the hospital. She stayed with me all night, so I gave her a watch to say thanks. I forgot to tell you. Forgot? His memory must be really bad. He also forgot they went to the penthouse suite that night and stayed for 3 days. I laughed to myself. She's pretty thoughtful. Even that black shirt you were wearing when you fainted the next day, she washed it and ironed it for you. Victor clearly paused. Then he laughed it off. Yeah, she's very helpful. See, you're being paranoid again. You're the only one I care about. His voice got all sweet. After I'm done with this busy period, I'll take you to the Maldives, okay? Just us two. The sweetness that used to work on me now just made me sick. Sounds good, but handle your business first. Don't let anything get in the way. Nothing's more important than you, Victor said, trying to please me. I just felt cold. Not because he cheated, but because I couldn't believe they'd been playing me this whole time. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. I wanted to confront him right then, but I held back. I wanted him to personally admit he was with Lily, then watch both of them crash and burn. After some quick responses, I hung up. Right then, Lily posted again on social media. She was wearing this wedding dress covered in diamonds, looking all happy. Another mistress tried to take my place today. Victor made it up to me, he's finally going to marry me. I just mentioned wanting a castle wedding and he bought me an entire castle. She smiled at the camera, which showed property deeds. And these vineyards, he wants me to manage them. I don't know how, but Victor agreed to come help so people won't look down on me for being young. I saw my own French name on those deeds. A cold rage hit me. Those vineyards were Alex's 18th birthday gift to me, and Victor was using them to impress his mistress. Fine. They want to show off? Let's see them try in front of the real owner. I bought a plane ticket that night and flew to France. At the winery, the old butler looked shocked when he saw me. Miss Serena, why are you here? Didn't you say you were lending the estate to Victor for a party today? You had all the family cleared out. I was furious. Just as I was about to answer, Victor called. I'm in a meeting. I'll fly back to you as soon as I'm done. Before I could answer, I heard some sickeningly sweet voice. Victor, does this look good on me? Victor covered the phone and walked away. Gotta go. Meeting's starting. Right then, the winery gates opened and a bunch of luxury cars pulled up. A ton of people I'd never seen sat down. I found a quiet spot. Once everyone was ready, Lily walked in wearing this fire red designer gown, acting like she owned the place. Let me introduce myself. I'm Lily, the new owner of this winery. Victor said from now on, the wine, the castle, every grape, it's all mine. To celebrate, all wines are 30% off today. My treat. 30% off? How generous. The cheapest wine here costs at least $1 million a bottle. Some are collector's items, even the British royal family can't get their hands on. The old butler who raised me was livid. Since when is this vineyard hers? And Victor's cheating on Miss Serena with some fling? Has he lost his mind? I shook my my head quickly. Not yet. I wanted to wait for Victor to admit it himself, then watch them both fall. The doors opened again and Victor walked in wearing a designer suit. Lily threw herself into his arms, pulling on his sleeve playfully. Victor, I told you this brand's clothes look best on you. Victor's eyes flickered, but he nodded like nothing was wrong. The anger inside me was about to explode. The founder of that brand was our worst enemy. They set up my father and he literally died of rage because of it. Victor knew this and now he was publicly slapping me in the face. Just as I was about to storm out, all of Victor's friends crowded around. Victor, she's so young and hot, so lively. Lily, Victor gave you a winery worth hundreds of millions. Where would you find a better man? This winery's yours now. How are you gonna thank Victor? Everyone laughed. Lily blushed and looked down. Then the winery manager who came to deliver wine spoke up, confused. Wait, didn't you borrow this place from Miss Serena? Everyone went quiet, then started whispering. What's she talking about? I thought this vineyard belonged to Mrs. Blackwood. But isn't she a Sterling? Huh? But this woman's a Reed. Is she? A fake? The manager looked angry. How could you do this behind Miss Serena's back? He was about to call me. Victor's bodyguards rushed forward and forced the manager to his knees. Victor's cold eyes swept the room. Rip out his tongue. Show him what happens when you talk nonsense. His voice wasn't loud, but it was ruthless. The whole room went silent. Victor didn't even blink, his fingers casually touching Lily's face. Lily is Mrs. Blackwood. Serena's just a maid in my house. A maid? I almost laughed from pure rage. Looks like Victor forgot who pushed him to the top, step by step. If it wasn't for me, he'd still be some nobody getting kicked around on the streets. I spent 10 years fighting beside him. I took 2 stab wounds to the chest. I had Alex pull strings behind the scenes. When I was nearly dead, all I thought about was clearing the path for him. And in the end, I'm just the maid in his story. Nobody there dared contradict Victor, so they all went along with it. Oh, that's how it is. Mrs. Blackwood is so generous, letting her maid use the Blackwood name. Someone turned to Lily. Mrs. Blackwood. A maid like that might try to seduce Victor. You should be careful. I'd fire her immediately. With that kind of attitude, she deserves to be thrown in the ocean. Lily looked so smug. The manager's face was pale. Even as they dragged him away, he kept fighting. I need to see Miss Serena. She's the